So 2024 has finally come to an end. But if these pickups are anything to go by, it's going to be a great 2025. So as we're nearing the end of the year and Black Friday has been and gone, I thought it'd be a great time to do an end of year / winter pickups video showing you guys what I've grabbed recently. And also let me say there are some gems in this one. As with all my other pickups videos, I just want to put a quick disclaimer here. What I'm showing today is definitely above the normal amount of what you should buy if you're not in some way making money from creating content around fashion. You have to understand it's pretty much my second job at this point, and I kind of think of it in the same way as a photographer getting more lenses to shoot photos with, or I don't know, a painter getting more paint to paint with. My goal with these is to really build outfits that I love whilst also sharing brands and items that I think you guys will get inspired by, helping you grow your own interests and further your own journey within fashion. So as always, everything you see will be linked down below, and if you enjoy, don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe for more Great Men's Fashion videos. So for the last time in 2024, let's begin. First up, I only thought it'd be right to start with my most worn item as of late, this beautiful black wool overcoat. This is a secondhand vintage pickup and I got this for such a good price. I think it was like 35 quid or something. It is just so heavy and the wool is super thick and just incredibly warm. It's got a beautiful silky lining which adds to its weight, but it also makes it so easy to put on and off, whilst also reinforcing the coat's structure. It does have padded shoulders, but it's nothing like a strong 70s shoulder, which I really like. And importantly, it has quite a long body, so it hits me perfectly around the knee. I've been after the perfect black overcoat for a few winters now, and every single one I've tried has never really ticked all the personal boxes I have for an overcoat like this one does. It really is the perfect overcoat for me, and I really cannot recommend a black overcoat enough if you're after one. I've been wearing this so much more than I originally thought I would, and it's really made me fall in love with big overcoats even more than I already was. Let's move on. Up next, we have another stellar piece of outerwear, this stunning flannel jacket from Cole Buxton. This is from their most recent Fall 24 drop, and I am so stoked to finally add a Cole Buxton flannel to my collection. Similarly to the overcoat, I've been after a Cole Buxton flannel for such a long time. I love the original blue and pink ones they released way back, but I decided to grab this beautiful cream and green one as part of some work I'm currently doing with flannels. It really is classic Cole Buxton through and through, perfectly oversized, and of course comes with the branded double metal Riri zips with black plastic teeth that looks so smart. The fabric itself is a brushed wool blend, meaning it's incredibly warm and soft, and it's got a beautiful silky diamond quilt lining that feels great against your skin. Mainly though, I really love how versatile this piece is. You can really chuck this over so many different types of outfits. My fave though is an elevated sweatpants and sneakers combo, perfect for cozy days running errands this winter. I just really can't wait to wear and style this a lot more in the upcoming months. Okay, continuing with outerwear, and I finally got myself a hooded puffer jacket. And yes, I finally understand the hype now. This one here is from the boys at Destructive. They've really been upping their game recently, releasing some amazing stuff. To be honest, I really wasn't a fan of hooded puffer jackets. I was much more of a non-hooded puffer jacket guy. But honestly, this jacket has really changed my mind. I just love it. It is so damn cozy and warm. Even now with day temperatures sitting around single digits, this jacket is almost too warm to wear with anything but just a t-shirt. If you're a guy that doesn't like to do a lot of layering, I cannot recommend a hooded puffer jacket enough. The silhouette here is really great too, again slightly cropped in the body with an elasticated hemline that sits really nicely. It's just such a reliable and easy jacket. I always know it's going to keep you warm, and it looks great too, which is exactly what you want from a jacket like this. Moving on now, and we have this stunning grey mohair knit, also from Destructive. This is a beautifully fluffy crew neck knit, again with a crop length, a wider body silhouette and longer arms. Let me tell you, this has gotten me so many compliments, more than any other piece I've ever owned, I think. People just seem to be drawn to this really fluffy texture, and it is definitely a conversation starter. I've also been lucky enough to try a few Marni knits in my time, and honestly this really feels and looks like something they would produce just for a much more affordable price. I will say though, it's definitely not the thickest knit. It's quite lightweight and quite flowy. Just definitely don't expect to be able to wear this on its own in the colder months. Overall though, such a great piece. It's so versatile, and yeah, just a great conversation starter too. They do also offer it in black if you want something a bit more muted. I just really hope they bring these out into more colors going into 2025. Now, I'm definitely more of a pullover hoodie guy. In fact, before I got this zip one that I'm going to show you, I hadn't worn zip hoodies in years. I honestly can't even remember the last zip hoodie I owned. So I got this one recently simply just to try something a bit different for me, and man, I understand zip hoodies now. They're just so easy, they're so versatile, and a really great option if you want something to take the edge off the cold, but you don't want to wear like a super heavyweight pullover. This one I have here, again, is from Destructive, and this is their crop zip hoodie in this beautiful wash black color. I love the silver double zipper here with the metal teeth. These are YKK and they feel very luxury, really smooth with a nice heavy feel to them. The fit on this though is really what sold me. I think I never really got on with zip hoodies purely because they were too long for me, but the crop length along with the loose elasticated waist really changed the game for me. And the double zipper too means you don't get that like awkward pregnant bump when you sit down in one. You can just unzip the bottom zip and it sits really nicely. I'm honestly kind of annoyed at myself for sleeping on zip hoodies for this long. If you've never had a higher quality zip hoodie, definitely check these out. Okay, moving on to footwear now, and I have two notable pickups. Firstly, I have these beautiful square toe black leather zip boots, and these are the infamous Marrow boots from the brand Joseph T. Full transparency here, these were gifted to me as a complimentary gift, meaning they weren't for anything specific, so I can really say what I want about them. Firstly, I think we can all see what these are inspired by, and I think the question you're all going to want to know is how do they stack up against the R Legacy Camion boots? Well, in terms of looks, they are very similar. They have a slightly rounded toe with a wide toe box, and of course the metal side zipper, which is a YKK. I really do love how these look in outfits. They really tread that same line of casual and smart perfectly. This is where the similarities end though. I just have to mention this. I had such high hopes for these being 100% leather construction, and so I'd expect them when I pull them out of the box to smell like leather. But honestly, I opened it and all I could smell was glue. And it wasn't like a faint glue smell either, it was a really strong glue smell. I'm really not a leather expert either, but honestly these feel quite thin and they feel like they've got a very heavy plastic coating on. Admittedly, I don't have a pair of our Legacy Camions, but when comparing them to my Solovair boots, in nearly every area it just doesn't have that same feel of sturdiness and quality. Don't get me wrong, these are really great if you just want that camion boot look, but the materials, at least to me, just seem to be a bit lacking. If you do have these though, please let me know your thoughts on them. Maybe I'm just being too picky here or overly harsh. Let's move on. Okay, last piece of footwear, and a very nostalgic one for me. I recently got myself a pair of Puma suedes. Man, these almost represent my childhood to me. For those that don't know, I grew up skateboarding, and if my mum somehow let me choose what pair of shoes she would get me next, I would always choose these. Now though, to be honest, I just really needed a great everyday sneaker that I didn't need to worry too much about and wasn't too expensive. And I thought, what better than a pair that feels so personal to me? These just always bring a smile to my face whenever I wear them. These are pretty damn comfy too, and the suede is surprisingly thick and soft. It's such an underrated sneaker in my opinion. Price-wise, they sit just underneath your typical Nike and Adidas sneaker for £70. And I think the quality is just as good. Honestly, now if you earn a bit more money and you can't go back and purchase all of the things you loved as a kid, then what's the point of anything? Okay, moving on to accessories now, and I know I briefly showed this in my winter outfits guide video, but I thought it really deserved a little bit more screen time because it is stunning. This beautiful wool scarf here I have is from a little known UK brand called Somewhere Good, and they kindly reached out and asked if I wanted to try it. This has really changed the game for me when it comes to scarves. I love wrapping up in it, and honestly I can't believe how heavy it is. It's made of 100% merino wool, it is super soft and super heavy, and the wool itself has a really nice soft hand feel. It is not itchy at all. It really reminds me of the old Acne Studio scarves before the really fluffy mohair trend came about. I of course went for the most timeless option, which is this two-tone grey, but they do also offer the scarf in a very bright yellow, fluorescent yellow, which admittedly does look really cool. I've never really had anything like this. I've never let myself purchase scarves at this price point before, and I've really loved incorporating this into my winter outfits so far. Big shout out to Somewhere Good for sending this my way. Okay, lastly, it wouldn't be a Ryan World video without some mention of a cap. I'll keep this brief though. This is my newest cap pickup, and this is another one from the brand Local Space. I managed to grab this in a Black Friday sale, and I got this beauty as my trusty ALD Unisphere cap has seen better days. This is made of sturdy 100% cotton canvas, and Local Space really just does the best looking caps in terms of silhouette. I really look for caps that don't have too tall of a crown because I have quite a small head, and this ticks that box. I love how it looks. The embroidery on this is just so well done. It's so thick and neat, and it really is just the perfect cream and green color combination. These are unfortunately sold out after Black Friday, but they would really be silly not to restock them. I always see people on Instagram asking for more designs and colorways from this brand. Just such a stunning cap. Really happy to add this to my collection. Trust me when I say you guys are going to be seeing this a lot more in future videos. Alrighty, and those are some of my recent winter pickups. Let me know which was your favorite down below, and if you managed to grab anything great in the Black Friday sale. If you enjoyed, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more great men's fashion videos. And if you're after more content from me, make sure to go and check this video out here. I just want to say thank you so much for watching for all of 2024. It has been a crazy, tiring, stressful, amazing experience here on YouTube so far for me, and I really cannot wait to see what 2025 has in store. I really hope you have a wonderful Christmas and wonderful New Year, and I guess I'll see you in 2025. See you then.